Not going to lie, I think we can do better than just walking up to Randy or Valerie and forcing them to do what we want.
Yeah, simply isolating them isn't going to be enough, you're right. But I did have one idea for how we can win over Randy.
Shoot, let's hear it.
Okay.
Sam says as she takes a shaky breath.
So Kai and his friends have been harassing me, just like I've said. But a thought occurred to me. What if it was all caught on camera too? I think we should create a situation where Kai and Randy approach me, preferably in camera view, and I just let Kai do whatever he wants to me. It'll be brutal. I may have to goad him into hurting me. That might be too much for Randy to handle. Hopefully he notices the camera and decides to remove himself from the situation. And if he doesn't, then he acts to stop Kai or defends me. At that point, Kai will likely be furious with Randy and they'll walk off. That's when one of us pulls Randy aside, and we all collectively have to sit down with him and talk him into leaving Kai and exposing him. We can point out that the whole incident happened on camera, and that he looks good, so he'll feel better about going against Kai. If we can win him over, then we can either go to Valerie and force a confession from her, or go to Kai with his help and finally put an end to him.
What do you mean by putting an end to him?
And not that I'm shying away from the
Not that I'm shying away from the idea of giving him an ass whooping, but we could just do that right now.
Yeah, but if he sees that his best friend is turned against him, he'll be demoralized and see that he's lost.
One more factor you're forgetting. That creepy stalking fuck Victor. He'll be around. We'll have to deal with him too.
Did Bella give any insight into him?
Just that he probably wouldn't flip and would intervene if he thinks Kai is worth saving. But if he doesn't think Kai can be saved, then he'll walk.
Interesting.
She also threw in that he's not happy with Kai right now either, but Randy's definitely more loose. Ew, why'd you have to say it like that?
Kayla says, giving her a half-hearted nudge.
Oh, don't act stupid right now, you know what I meant.
Ruby says, letting out a sigh. You guys really haven't changed at all, have you?
No.
Well, anyways, it's a better plan. Still a lot could go wrong with it.
Yeah, we have to consider if Kai knows where the camera locations are. He might actively avoid confronting you until he knows he's safe to do what he wants. Well, one of us can always record it. And maybe one of us can broadcast it to the school somehow. Show Kai what he truly is.
You mean show them what Kai truly is?
Well, plus if it blatantly just shows that Kai's breaking the rules, Reagan would have to act.
Well, yeah, in theory. We also have to decide whether we want to try all this.
I was thinking at the second lunch period, tomorrow would be the most opportune time, and I happen to share it with Kai and Randy.
Not all of us have that lunch, and some of us have class that we'd have to blow off. I'm fine with blowing it off, I don't care.
I'd have to come up with an excuse.
I mean, would all of us really have to be there?
Maybe not.
I think I'm the only other person here that has second lunch period. Everyone else here has first. Plus, I doubt I'd be the best person to talk to Randy, especially if this goes the way we hope it would.
Well, Siri could do it. She's always been great at getting through to others during their lowest points.
Yeah, but I thought you said Siri didn't want anything to do with this.
Well, she'd be willing to help direct him towards us and calm him down. Maybe even get him thinking along the right tracks. Oh, but she doesn't want to be involved in the planning that we're doing now.
Got you.
And Yuri doesn't want anything to do with this. Then I blame her. Confrontation really isn't her style.
Except when it comes to the whole manga. Except when it comes to the whole is manga literature debate in our poems.
Well, that's a little different.
At any rate, I think this is the best plan we've got. No matter how it ends, we will end up confronting Kai. And with how unstable he's become, it's really hard to know for sure how this will all turn out.
Both of those futures always in motion. We can try our best to plan for it, but at the end of the day, what happens, happens. I'd rather us try and fail than us conceding the battle before it is started.
Well, if it's us, I personally like our chances.
Well, if we're all sold on the plan tomorrow.
Sam says as she turns to everyone, who nods at her one by one. She last turns to Adrian, who seems to be lost in thought.
Adrian, are you good with the plan?
Adrian lets out a sigh.
I hate it. But I hate it less than the old one, and I ain't got nothing better. Let's do it,
he says with a half smile. Sam returns the favor with a grin of her own. A silence falls on the room once again, as the seven begin bracing for what's to come. Okay, so, go team?
I guess so,
Kayla says with a laugh. We should give ourselves a cool nickname.
Let's not.
Yeah, I'm with Adrian on this. Honestly, I wasn't planning on one, but whatever boosts morale wouldn't hurt, I suppose. Just let me know if you're able to hang around the cafeteria tomorrow. I'm planning to sit outside. More people will be around since it should be nice out. Once we know for sure, we'll work out who will do what.
Alright, we'll play it all by ear, I guess.
Yeah. Tomorrow, we put an end to Kai's reign of terror and bullying.
Everyone nods to each other as they get out of their seats, adrenaline coursing through their veins as they file out of the room one by one. However, Natsuki and Shiro linger as they finish packing up in silence. Coincidentally, they both finish at the same time and accidentally block the exit for each other.
Oh, sorry, didn't see you there.
No, you're good.
The two stare awkwardly at each other for a second before they glance elsewhere. Natsuki lets out a sigh.
So, it's all coming to an end, eh? Well, the last 5 years have led up to all this.
Yeah, it's a little surreal, not going to lie. I never thought it'd happen. I thought we'd have to put up with coddling until we went off to college, so I'm hoping for the best. I think everyone is. Or I think everyone is.
Yeah.
Natsuki stares down at her feet.
Hey, you know something?
What's that?
Last year, when that poem scandal happened, I tried my hardest to defend you and to be there as best I could. But I still feel like I did a terrible job. Kayla and Ruby were so much better at telling people off. No one ever took me seriously when I defended you. Oh look, it's the middle schooler defending that bad pervert.
Natsuki says in her best male mocking voice.
But I remember all the trouble they went through. And Kyle, too. Dude ruined his whole future. He had to end up settling on community college.
You didn't have to do that for my sake. None of you did. I know you guys are my friends and we stick by each other through thick and thin, but I never imagined you guys putting yourselves on the front lines like that.
That's what friends do, and I know you'd do the same for us. I mean, I never doubted you, and if anyone does, they just need to look how you went ballistic on Kai for what he did to Charlotte.
Yeah.
But I still feel like I could have done better, that I should have done more. I hate to say it, but I feel like out of everyone in the whole Ionic Club, I walked away from that situation the best, and well, I feel guilty over it.
Natsuki.
No matter what happens tomorrow, I'm going to put everything on the field. I'm not pulling any punches. This bullshit ends tomorrow with Kai's head on a pike, arrest 6 feet under.
Well, this isn't quite that high stakes. But I get what you mean and where you're coming from. Still, you shouldn't feel guilty because you didn't get in trouble for my sake. I'm not worth that. I appreciate everything you guys have done for me. But please, don't sacrifice your future for me. Your dad especially wouldn't like that.
Yeah, but it's not like he'd care at the end of the day anyways. I'm just going to do right by everyone tomorrow, you'll see.
Alright.
Come on, we got a long day ahead of us tomorrow.
The two friends exit the clubroom together.
So, they're really going to do it tomorrow. They're going to try to go after Kai.
Jesus. And Sam put them all up to that? That's insane.
I'm not big on her using herself as bait like that either, but I trust she knows what she's doing, even if I don't really agree with it.
You gotta make sure Kai doesn't hurt her.
I'll do my best, Michael, believe me. The last thing either of us wants is to see is her get hurt.
What is to see is, yeah, sure. I'm still really touched that she's doing all of this because of me.
Yeah, she's really smart, brave, amazing for doing all this stuff, huh? And super pretty.
Yeah, she really is. Wait, what? Come on, what are you saying?
So you admit.
Admit to what? It's not like that. Not at all.
Your face says otherwise.
Ah, you're just like my mom. Sarah lets out a giggle.
Well, that's not something I hear every day.
Guess not. In all seriousness, though, me and her, it wouldn't work out.
What? Why? What makes you say that?
You know why. She's not, well... no, I mean, he meant literally she's not well. And then there was not on text box. I take it you...
Yeah, she told me. And that's a secret you need to hold on to. I'm serious about that.
I know, I am too.
Good. Sam does care about you a lot, Michael. You gave her the inspiration to do all this on a whim, throwing caution to the wind and just charging ahead. It's funny because that's something I'd do.
I guess she had an example to follow. I say with my own teasing look, which Seor laughs off. Man, is it weird to have the narration, like, actually be first person while third person at the same time.
Yeah, well, I guess it couldn't be helped. If all goes well tomorrow, you'll get the chance to thank her yourself in person.
That'd be nice. Though I'll admit I'm nervous about returning. I feel like I'm going to be such a polarizing figure. People are forever going to attach me to Picture Gate or whatever the hell they're calling it. It's something that's going to haunt me forever, Sayori.
Look at it like this. Kai's done a lot of things to a lot of people that have permanently changed them. What he did can never be taken back. So with you coming back with your name cleared, I think you should consider yourself lucky. Not many people that land on his bad side end up clearing their names.
I get that, but still. There's nothing remarkable about me. I feel like I shouldn't have been the catalyst for all this happening. Especially with what I did, having to leave the anime club the way I did. I've only had bad karma follow me since that day, and the only person who will talk to me really now are you and Sam. Wait, hold on a second. Oh no, it said people. The only people who will talk to me. And I'm worried about how long that'll last.
You said yourself, it doesn't matter if we die today or die 100 years from now. Live your life in the moment. That's what you said when we visited the High Point together, right?
Yeah?
So, if things work out tomorrow, and you get to come back, follow your own advice. Live life in the moment. Make amends with the anime club. You can still turn things around for yourself. It's not set in stone.
I guess you're right. Thank you, Sayori. I appreciate you saying that. You're a good friend, you know that?
And to think that not too long ago you were telling me to go away. Huh. How much things have changed since then.
Yeah, too quick for my liking, but hey. Live life in the moment, am I right?
Yeah. Live life in the moment.
I can't fully subscribe to that. Not completely. That one didn't have credits. Why? Why? Oh, whatever. It's fine. I gotta go here. This is it, guys. Final episode. This is the end of Branching Paths. Consequence. Today marks yet another day for the students and faculty of St. Salvato High. Though unbeknownst to nearly the entire student body, today has the potential to go down as the most consequential day in their time of high school. 7 brave students banding together in defiance of a seemingly untouchable bully, armed with nothing but their wits and determination, set out to execute their desperate plan to stop Kai's reign of terror against seemingly unfavorable odds. Shiro steps onto the school grounds, looking up at the building.
Today's the day, huh? In about 5 or so hours, the next 2 years of our lives and beyond hinge on whether our plan falls through or not.
Shiro gulps as he continues his walk forward, his feet wobbling with every step he takes, his nerves on overdrive as he feels his heart beat against his chest.
Jeez, not even exams got me this worked up. I just wish we could get it over with sooner.
Shiro lets out a sigh, taking a deep breath and muttering a small prayer to himself as he enters the building. Kayla and Ruby simultaneously shut their lockers, having the stuff they need for their classes today. Kayla takes a look at the books Ruby's holding in her arms.
You're packing light. Well, I'm anticipating going home early today. You know, it had kind of sucked that we went through all that preparation. Proportion, and it ends up not happening because of something stupid, wouldn't it? Oh, I'd be pissed.
The 2 girls share a nervous laugh together.
But, you know, I'm trying to be upbeat about this. I think luck is on our side today. What we really need is Jesus. Huh, never thought I'd hear you say that. I guess I'm in the spiritual mood. I've been trying to do all these good vibes and omens since last night. Can't say it's really calmed my nerves. Only threw up twice last night. Kayla?
Ruby softly puts her hand on Kayla's shoulder. The gesture is enough to make her eyes water.
Whatever happens, we're going to be okay. We're in this together. We have each other's backs.
Kayla nods.
Come on. We have 5 whole hours worth of classes to bore us out of our minds before we have an excuse to act like this. Let's just take it slow.
Kayla lets out a relaxed sigh.
You'll always know what to say, don't you? Someone's got to be the mommy of this friendship. Come on, Ruby, now's not the time.
Kayla stammers out as she struggles to hold back a laugh.
Come on, let's go.
Kayla and Ruby make their way out into the hallway. A puff of smoke rolls over the railing and out towards the city as it exits the butt of Adrian's cigarette. See, I don't know if they had more than one person writing this. I expect they did, but some people write butt and some people write butt. But don't tell you, the butts have it right. It's the butts, guys. Natsuki lets out a puff of smoke of her own, aiming right at Adrian's. The smoke trails collide with each other, twirling around in intricate patterns before disappearing after a few seconds. Nice.
Didn't expect that one to work, to be quite honest.
What's that? Is that modesty coming from you?
Oh, shut up!
Natsuki says as she rolls her eyes as Adrian looks on at her smugly. That's the fourth one this morning, and I'm still a mess, he says as he finishes the cigarette and tosses it over his shoulder into the trash can. Smoking used to make me calm, but ever since Yuri and I broke up, smoking just makes me feel worse about shit.
Maybe I need a break from it.
Natsuki says as she finishes hers and disposes of it. Nah, I'll be fine. It's just stress. I can't believe I'm getting worked up over the whole thing we got planned.
Yeah, I'll admit that was on my mind all night, too. Never thought I'd be in on something like this.
Me neither. It was all because of Yuri.
I knew she would have gotten your ass in gear.
That or it just would have been just dragged me along and made me do it against my will.
Huh, yeah, you're probably right.
But I'm glad you did that. She said some things I needed to hear. And, well, she's not a half-bad judge of character after all.
I take it you still hate Shiro.
My opinion of him hasn't changed, but honestly, he's the furthest thing from my mind right now. I'm just hoping that we do what I should have done back then and put this rabid dog down.
Yeah, it's going to be something.
Natsuki says as she joins Adrian in staring out into the city skyline. Monica sits alone in an empty classroom. She has her phone in her hands, scrolling through her contacts list, though it doesn't take her long to find the one she was looking for. Monica hits the call button. I forget what voice I gave Charlotte.
Hello, this is Charlotte. I'm sorry, but I'm not able to get the phone right now. I'm probably watching Spider-Man or hanging with my besties. If you can just leave a message after the machine does its thing, I'll try to call you back as soon as possible, okay? I'll talk to you too soon. I'll talk to you soon.
Beep.